A lot of good men feel invisible to women. Not rejected, not disliked, invisible. It can be rough when you know you have so much more to offer her, but your value and everything about you as a person never seems to land. If your signals of interest in her are muted, it's easy for you to get lost in the background compared to another guy who comes on stronger. So how can I help you, awesome guy, show up more clearly on her radar? Most men go on a first date with really good intentions. They're like, I am going to show interest in this woman. I am going to engage with her life. I'm going to ask her interesting questions. I'm going to listen to her. This creates a problem. She may end up feeling interviewed by you, but not attracted to you. That's because attraction comes through exchange, not interrogation. Yes, of course, she wants you to be interested in her. However, she also needs to find you interesting. You're also going to find out so much more about who she is when you start to relate and open up and talk about yourself. So next time you've left a date, I want you to seriously evaluate with 2 questions. Question 1, what did I get to know about her? If all you come back with to this question is stuff like her job title and where she went on holiday, you didn't dig deep enough. Question 2, what did she find out about me? Again, if the information here is really small or very factual and small talky, she probably just didn't get to engage with who you uniquely are enough to understand why you are special and why you are interesting. Often conversations and dates go wrong because the balance is off in terms of the spotlight and the interest on her versus how much she gets to understand about you. You may also be losing out on some attraction and visibility with women by asking her too much for the direction of where this is going next, rather than clearly providing the leadership step yourself. A classic example of this is you get to the end of the date and you say, so would you like to see each other again? Or maybe when you ask for a phone number, you say, maybe we could get coffee sometime if you're free. Ironically, the intent behind these questions is actually respect. You don't want to overstep. And so you're trying to give her the agency to choose. However, instead of women finding this deeply respectful, they actually find this deeply pressurizing instead. It's like, oh, I don't know, why am I having to make up this decision? Asking her for that next step can also make you come across as less sure about where you want this to go. Women want to feel that you are both courageous enough to clearly articulate what you want to have happen next, and that you are capable enough of suggesting that next step to her. When you say, I've enjoyed this, let's do this again next week, it actually takes the pressure off her because she knows where you stand and there's a clear plan forwards that she can follow. A final and very important reason why currently you may be being overlooked by women is you are relying too much on looking out for a green light. This could be when you're out and about, you look for the woman who's smiling at you and making eye contact before you would even think about approaching her. You may have even found yourself in this scenario on a date where eventually the woman has said, would you like to, kiss me or something? Very occasionally, if women are really attracted to you and really confused as to why you're not making a move, they will take initiative and suggest a step forwards. However, most of the time, her attraction to you is a reaction to how you behave towards her. So if you wait on a green light, you could be waiting like a really long time, and another guy will walk over, will not need the permission, and he will create those signals for himself by taking clearer and more decisive action. So remember, if you're currently being overlooked by women, I bet it has more to do with your behavior and less to do with your looks. I'm actually pretty confident that you're a great guy. But if you can approach dating with greater confidence and greater clarity, You'll be like a beacon, and so many more women will be able to switch on to your potential.